Hello everyone, I'm Manish and this is part 22. In this video we will see 2 points. In first point we will add a combo box inside the matrix column, and then we will see how to add valid value use inside the combo box from any SAP table using SQL query. And for this we have created a ready-made function. Inside that function you can pass your combo box object and the SQL query. That function will fill your combo. So we'll see inside the code. In second point we will see how to add combo button on the form, and in last we will understand when to use these two things. So let's start. So for these 2 points, we will create two controls, one inside the matrix as in column, that is combo box. So we will create a matrix column as in combo box here, which I have already created here. So how you can do that? Simply you can add the column inside the matrix and just change the type of the column. So you can see here by default it would be edit text box, and but further you can change as in combo box, as in picture, as in checkbox, as in link button. So these are the 5 options you have to create your matrix column. So I have already created that location column as in combo box. Now come to the second control on the form, that is combo button. So let me click on this. So we have this button, and further inside code we will see how we can add values inside the combo box of the matrix column and the valid values inside the this button, combo button. But before of that you must see the SDK part, where you will find how different types of items you can add on the forms and which is supportable for which control. Further control, like some controls are not supported inside the matrix. Let me move to the SDK part, where you can see the items you can create on the form and what is the restrictions for few items. So you can see this is the list of items that you can design on your SAP Business One form. So this is button not relevant for column type, you can see here. This is the description. Basically you can see you cannot create matrix column as in button. So similarly you can see static text, the same here, you cannot create as in column, folder and frame, and these you can create as in column inside the matrix. Option button again here not relevant for column type, matrix not relevant for column type, pan combo box not relevant for column type, and then button combo not relevant for column type. So these are the items you can design on your form. And so now we are going to see the code in which we will see how we can add values to the combo box and to the combo button. So you can see in click event what I am doing. I am checking is this a matrix and is this the same column on which I am going to work. If it is, we are checking there should be at least one row inside the column, and after that we have declared combo box variable here and SQL query string variable here, and then we have created a combo box object for a specific cell inside the matrix. You can see the index, this is the current index we are getting. So for current cell we are going to create a combo box object here, and then we have written a SQL statement that is on location table of SAP Business One. So it brings code plus location, code as in value and location as in description. So we are going to set all code and all location inside the combo box value runtime. So for this we have created a fill combo function that takes two parameter. One is combo box reference and the second one is query. So this is ready-made function you can use for country code and country name, and state code and state name similarly. Now let me go to definition part and see. So inside this function we are removing the previous value while iterating through the combo box valid values, and then creating the record set object, and with the help of record set dot do query function we are executing this SQL statement, and again we are iterating on the record set object till the end. And here with the help of combo box dot valid values dot add function we are adding the values inside the combo box. This function takes two parameter, one is for value, that is this, and another one is for description. So in this way we are adding these values plus description inside the combo box. And now come to the two properties that is important while working on combo box. The first one is expand type. So once you will click on the combo box, you can expand your combo box in three ways. One is for description only, the second one is value plus description, and third one is value only. So I am taking value plus description. So when I will click on the combo box, value plus description will show. And this property combo dot item dot display description is for setting the description only to the field after selection of value from the list. So this value, one more property is important inside the srf or xml. Let me tell you, this must be 1. If you want to set description in the field, then this value must be 1. By default it is 0, and when it is 0 the value will be set after your selection. So this is my recommendation to you. If you want to set a description in the field, then go to the srf or xml and set 1 that property. So in this way we have filled the combo box value. And now let me run and we'll see. So you can see on click of this combo box, the expand type is value plus description. So you can see these are the values, left side and right side are the descriptions. So I'm selecting one of them. Then the second property will set only the description into the field. You can see this. And now come to this code and we'll discuss second point, combo button, how we are adding valid values inside the combo button. So come to the load form part. Here we have created a button combo variable, and then we have created button combo object here, and here button combo dot valid value properties and dot add. Here we are doing hard coded 17 sales orders, 23 sales quotation, and expand type property again we are setting here with the description only here. So both are the same in behavior, but you cannot create button combo inside the matrix column. And in matrix column we have bind the valid values with the help of SAP table. So what is the advantage to do in this way? There is an advantage. As frequently you will change or create a new location, your combo box will fill and will pop up that change inside the list. So this is advantage of binding combo box with the help of any table. And This is the second way. You can also bind the combo box or combo button. Here we have not done through the table or query, we have directly put it values and description. So let me show you the advantage of binding through the table or query. So you can see there is only 6 locations. So I'm going to add one more location here. You can see location inside this. Let me put here Punjab, and then B, and then some random value here, and I'm adding this one. So you can see I have added Punjab inside the location. Now come to this customize form, and you can see the Punjab is already in your combo box list. So this is advantage to bind your combo box with the help of table, any SAP table, or with and query. And here you can see our combo button. So the use of combo button is generally you can see on the sales quotation, sales order, delivery form, copy from. So it is used when you want to copy data from list of document. You might copy data from list of document to your current document, so you can use this combo button. So in this way we have completed this session. Thanks for watching, and write your comment if you have any queries or you want any videos on technical. So thank you.